So, what I want to talk about today is fear. Because when
Oh
I'm
my gosh.
looking, I know, really, when I'm looking and reflecting on my current month of April and the conversations
Yeah.
that I've been in and, the things that I'm struggling with. And I've been hearing a lot of no's from people, which is normal.
hmm
And that's really what I want
Yeah.
to reinforce. Because that's where posting consistently on social media is really important because
hmm
what we want to get to is a place where people reach out to us and start asking us questions.
Right.
And the only way to
Yeah.
do that is if people see that you're doing something and that it's not a phase. Um,
Yeah.
so
It's
this
true.
past week, last week and this week, I guess, past 2 weeks, I had two girls reach out to me. One of them texted me this huge story of how she's just miserable with her body and her life
Oh.
and she's frustrated. So I just asked her a bunch of questions. I mean, and that's the thing, you got to start with asking people a bunch of questions. And,
Okay.
she kept asking me, well, what's the price? What's the price? And I'm like, that's not important right now. What's important is finding out what you need to work through. And honestly,
Yeah.
saying it out loud that way was better than what I had said. I can't remember the exact verbiage, but
Yeah.
I didn't end up doing it. And I got really frustrated because I was like, why did this girl reach out to me? Tell me
hmm
her struggles and her story if she's not willing to make a change. What she said was,
Right.
well, I can't really afford that right now, so I'm just going to do what worked for me in the past. She's a new mom. She's got
hmm
a 9-month-old. And what she did in the past was 3 years ago when she was single and she worked out and ate healthy. Simple, right?
Yep.
Thing about, and the thing the reason why I feel extra
Yeah.
bad for her is because I don't think that's going to work out for her,
Right.
because she's not going to have the
Scheduling
time.
and all that.
Yeah, and she's not going to have
Yeah.
the time. Um,
mm
but me 2 years ago in this business, I would be so hurt about it. I would be so like, what did I do wrong? Why couldn't I get her to say yes, to do this with us? What did I do? And
Yeah.
I honestly got to that place. I thought about that. I was so hard on myself thinking I didn't help this girl. But
Yeah.
I talked to Danielle and I took some time to reflect. And for you guys, if you ever face a point when you're like, I put so much of my heart and soul into this person, and yet they said no, they weren't ready. What
Yeah.
it truly means is they weren't ready. A no
Right.
really means not
That's
ready.
true.
And what you can do, Alex and Jordan, is show up. Keep showing up. Keep being resilient. Keep sharing your story because that person is watching. Because she reached out to me.
hmm
She's obviously been watching for a long time, but
Right.
she's not ready. So what am I going to do? Is my whole business going to fall apart because of this one person who wasn't ready?
Right.
Right?
No.
You
Yeah.
think about it like that, you're like, that's crazy. Just because someone said no to me doesn't mean I'm over. I'm done. You know.
Right.
So I'm going to be honest. That was a really hard day. I was so frustrated. And I was
hmm
really questioning myself because I was like, I can't even help this girl who reached out to me. Who do I think I am? I literally said that. Like, what was that exact?
hmm
Who am I kidding me? That's what I kept saying over and
hmm
over. And it was so silly because then, we just started a challenge group on Monday. I got 2 new girls in it,
hmm
and they're loving the workout. They're loving their shakes. And it's like,
hmm
okay, you gotta hold on to those testimonials because for every person who says no to you, there's so many people who will say yes. So
hmm
I want you guys to be encouraged in that because even for me, someone who's been in this for almost 3 years now, you're gonna face times when you really doubt yourself. You're gonna fear, and then that last no is going to make you a little bit more fearful to invite someone again or to answer somebody's questions. So what I really
hmm
want you guys all to realize is number one, you got to work on that personal development. I talk about this all the time, but that is the biggest thing for you to see success in your life, in your business, like in your relationships, that's every time you feel doubt, that's the first place you go back to. And you guys are all Christians here. So really the first place to go to is God. The second place to go to is work on that confidence. Okay? So as we're unloading this fear topic, another thing I want you guys to hear is fear, what fear stands for, what it means. It's false evidence appearing real. So if you unload that,
good.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that, like, in all aspects of our lives. Like, Alex, if you decide one day you're just going to get up, walk out of your job, you're going to feel fear, whatever that means. You know, as simple as, you know, sharing a post on social media. You feel fear. You don't want to do it because of what? So that's what I really want you guys to walk away with in this call. What is it that you are afraid of? So if there's that one thing, like, I really want to hit Success Club, but I'm not. Why? Why are you not hitting Success Club? What is holding you back? It's fear of something. So I really encourage you guys tonight and this weekend to write down what it is that scares you about putting yourself out there in this business. What is it that scares you? Because here's one example. A lot of people are afraid of success. They don't really realize it, but they start self-sabotaging themselves in many, many ways, to the point where they give up because they fear what that success will do and change their life. So at the root of it all, I think we all have that fear. We're all afraid that, you know, what if this actually works? Am I really going to have to, you know, leave that job? Or am I really going to have to, for me, buy that boat? You know, because that's one of my things. I really want, Ryan sold his bass boat to buy my engagement ring, my wedding ring. And I always said that I want to buy him a new one, like a brand new one, a beautiful boat. But along with that, if I buy him a boat, that means he's going to go fishing. That means he's going to go spend time away from me. And that's hard. It's hard to admit that I want that, but I don't. You know what I mean? So what happens when I get to that place and I'm like, all right, I really need it. If this is truly something that I want, you know, that other side of it has to be dealt with too. I don't know if that made sense, guys. Okay, so in order for me to stop talking, I'm going to put you each on the spot and tell me one thing that scares you about being a Beachbody coach. All right? And I know Jordan loves to talk, so I'll let her go first.
I need like 4 minutes to think about that.
Sometimes it's good to be put on the spot. The first thing that comes to your mind.
I was thinking about that when you had mentioned it like 2 minutes ago. I was like, what am I afraid of? I don't know. I guess maybe at times I feel, or a majority of the time I feel like I'm lazy. So maybe working hard, I could say that for sure. I'm not afraid of success because I've had it before, but maybe that whole aspect of burning myself out and working hard in order to get it, I didn't like the way it felt the first time. So maybe I get scared about that. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, scared of burning out. That's huge. And that could be a reason why you are at this level in your business instead of being up here where you want to be. That makes sense. Alex?
I think for me, since like I'm super new, I think I'm scared of people's reactions. Like, and I'm scared of sounding stupid when I talk to people. That's a huge part of it. Because I'm in junior league and I see a bunch of women all the time who are, you know, like I had an interaction with a woman on Saturday. She was like, oh yeah, like I wasn't working out for just randomly. I didn't even tell her anything about like what I, you know, did or anything. And she just started talking to me. She's like, I was working out like a lot a couple years ago, and then, you know, I just like stopped and then I got a personal trainer, but I just found out he's moving, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I got too excited, and then I started being like well, I just started doing this thing and I've started doing this program and it's so great and like you should totally do it with me. And then she kind of like looked at me like weird, like I was crazy. And I don't know what I said. And then I'm like, oh my God, I sounded like an idiot. And then she kind of like walked away. And I was like, what did I do?
You know what? That is okay. Because that was your first time. If I could show you some of my first conversations, you would laugh. I mean, even going as far back as Jordan's conversation, you probably wouldn't laugh at me like, Noelle, you're such a loser. Because
You were
not. Felt like.
But you know what? You're not a loser. You're excited. And that's, you want to have that excitement, that like childlike giddiness about something that you're doing.
Yeah.
And some people won't get it because think about it like this. If someone came up to you and it's like saying that, I mean, the way I'm thinking about it, like she's saying she probably doesn't get why you're so excited about working out, you know?
Yeah.
Because to her, it might be a means to an end, but to you, it's a lifestyle. And some people get that crazy, you know?
That's true.
And so that's another reason why I encourage you to talk about all aspects of this journey that you're on. You know, like there will be people who don't get it. And those people aren't your tribe, you know?
Yeah.
I get messages from people who, even though they may not be doing Beachbody with me, who'll say, Noelle, thank you so much for being so vulnerable about being a mom. Or I love watching your workout videos because they encourage me to get up off my butt and do them too. You know, like those are the types of, that's what you're doing it for. You know?
Yeah.
And that lady might be someone that you can help, but she might not. You know? Right. So this week I got a message from a girl who was like, what did she say exactly? That was the other conversation I wanted to share. Because I want to encourage you guys to do something different in your conversations. And this also might be tied to fear. Okay? So that passion that you have, Alex, and that Jordan you have can really be felt. And yes, some people like that lady, it's not like you didn't know her too well. It might be felt too strongly, and she might not be ready for it. But for people who show curiosity, who show interest, I really encourage you to talk to them in person in some way. Because it's really, in my experience, it's hard to, and I know you guys all know this too, like when you're texting friends and stuff, it's hard to translate excitement in words, if you know what I mean. You can do, I mean, I'm one of those people who go caps and exclamation points, but when someone hears in your voice, like, guys, I found these great yoga programs that I can do at home with my cats right before work that really get me in a good place. Yeah. You really should try it too if you're struggling with, you know, waking up in the morning and feeling excited. Hey guys, I do a 25-minute workout with my kid or while he's napping, and it's the best way for me to release tension and stress throughout my day. You should do it too. Or something like Jordan would say, like, I love dancing my butt off because it's one of the best workouts and it doesn't feel like a workout. You should do it too. People hear that passion in your voice. So this week, yesterday actually, a girl reached out to me saying, like, what are these accountability groups that you do? I work out, but I really need help with my nutrition. So I easily could have been like, blah, 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 drink Shakeology, blah, 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 join my group, blah, 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 which is something I've done in the past. And you know, sometimes when someone messages you, you get super excited and you just kind of go, So what I did, because that's when I was reflecting on that first girl who reached out to me, I really wish I could have gotten her on the phone. And I tried, but she was like, no, it's okay, girl. Because I think deep down she knew that if she got on the phone with me, she would have said yes, but she didn't want to say yes. So I asked this girl, I'm like, hey, can we talk on the phone? Because it's just so much easier to connect that way. And she said, yeah, definitely. So we're going to talk on Sunday. And I'm really excited because I feel like that's a better way for her to connect with me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage you guys to do that. And when I say fear is associated with it, yeah, it's scary. We don't really talk on the phone, you know? So how do you
Right.
guys feel about this challenge?
I like it.
Can you think of 3 people to get on the phone with?
No.
That it's okay. Sounds like we need to make a list. Jordan, can you think of 3 people to get on the phone with?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So since Alex, since you're a new coach, and Alex is at Success Club 8, Jordan.
Nice. When did she start? That's awesome.
Well, so she's not done with her training yet. That's why she's not on the team page.
No.
But
I was like, who's Alex? I don't really know her yet.
she's
I know.
from Miami too.
Well, I don't have any conversations to move forward on my next day.
Okay, so perfect. This is good. You don't have any conversation.
I know.
So
Yeah.
what I encourage you to do is tonight and tomorrow, make a list of 100 people. Just go through your Facebook, go through your friend list. Just make a list of 100 people that you want to connect with. Okay?
Okay.
Just like reconnect with, like old Miami friends. Then
Okay.
from that, start sending out a message to 10 of those people a day. Okay? But
What kind of message? I think that's what I don't know, like how to even start a conversation.
How would you start a conversation if you saw a picture if you saw a picture of me and Nolan and we hadn't talked in 5 years?
Oh, yeah, I'd be like, oh my gosh, your baby's so cute.
Exactly. That's all you're gonna do.
Okay.
So you
Makes
see
sense.
Jordan, you look through your friends and you're like, oh, what's Jordan up to? Go to her page, look at what she's been doing lately, and message her and say, Jordan, your 2 dogs are freaking adorable. How are you? It's been so long. Start there.
Okay.
And then when they
Love
get to
it.
the part where they're like, what are you up to, Alex? That's when you say, I'm rocking it in my job and I'm rocking it with my bod.
Awesome.
I'm in the, and then that's the fastest way to just get talking. What I'll do after this call, Alex, is I'm going to share with you a really, really easy kind of script that can just get you just feeling comfortable talking. Okay?
Okay.
That'll be really
that would be really helpful.
Yeah. So make a list of 100 people and start just talking to 10. And the other side of this, talking to 10 people, is you don't have to respond to them right away. Just do 10 people and then one day and then do 10 follow-ups and you're done. What I say by follow-ups is responding. Okay? That shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Does that feel okay?
Okay. Yep. I think I can do that.
And then you'll have conversations to do day 3.
Yay!
But really, guys, just talking about what you're doing each day and how you are shaping your life is all we do as coaches. Okay? But the other side of it is you got to be talking to people to find people who need you. I heard in a corporate call that, we always talk about how we're helping change lives, but we truly are helping to save lives too. You think about it really in a deep sense. I know, Alex, you had is it cholesterol?
Yeah.
Cholesterol thing. I've helped some people who are pre-diabetic, whatever the case is, but just helping people to start paying attention to their bodies is life-changing, So remember that. So every time that you're afraid to invite someone, you're afraid to share your heart with someone, you're afraid of that no, you got to really think about what it is that you're offering them. And that is life-changing, life-giving, especially if someone, that's one of the reasons that, actually one of the reasons that both of you guys connected with me, because you wanted something more in your life. You wanted, you wanted to be healthy, but you also wanted to be connected with positive and uplifting people. So so I can guarantee that of your friends or of the new people that you're going to meet in the next year, they need that too. Okay? So I hope that this encourages you, and we still have some time. So since you guys have me, if you have any questions that you wanted to talk through, let's do it. I'm going to stop recording, okay?